Oh man, here. Ah man, I had to do this over because the other one was long ways. I don't know how it got like that. Sometimes it does that, man. You know, so I'm doing it again. Just showing off my railroad. Used to have an engine house right here, but ran out of room. Too many tracks. I redid the tracks again. Added another track. Trying to make my railroad bigger. But sorry for the finger in the way. I was trying to get the plug because it was keeping my phone from moving. Man, this temporal mall man, boy, is something else, man. Surprised I'm still alive. Get too mean sometimes, but I think this is pretty good. I put my factories, as you can see right there, coming apart. I'm using electrical tape. Electrical tape is junk, man. Whoever invented that, I don't know, man. That tape is worthless. You can't even use it for covering electric wires or bare wires because it won't stay connected with the. Someone put a plastic covering on the outside of the tape, almost like a wax, and that wax keeps the tape from sticking. So that's why it unravels itself because of that wax. Genius ideal, but junk. That tape is good for nothing, man. It's good for nothing. Man. Best tape I think is two tapes that I like the most is Scotch because it sticks to itself, and duct tape. Yeah. Those are the two best tapes, man. I really didn't want to do this again, but wasn't happy with the one I just did. I like these little pizza boxes. See guys, anybody can make this, man. 5-year-old kid can make this. You don't need no high-end stuff, buying all that Walters and all that stuff. Not to put them out of business, but they're trying to make money too. And their stuff looks good, but look all the work you gotta go into. But some people enjoy that stuff, man. Like myself, I like the creation, but I don't like stuff that's difficult or take too long. I like to get in and get out. But I like making stuff that comes from my own hands because I made it. I did. We have little plastic trucks right here. Little kids' toys, man. I got it from a dollar store. James's truck right there. We went to a place to eat, and they had these trucks right here, which was very interesting. They had fishing tackles and fishing poles, and very interesting place. And then they had a restaurant where you can eat. It was a weird combination. Almost looked like a what do you call it? Crackle Barrel. That's what it looked almost like Crackle Barrel, but it wasn't. But it had that atmosphere, wood and plastic and all that stuff, and paper mache, and anything you could think was in there. Even those little trucks right there. We got more of them. Brother he didn't want me to pay for anything because it was my birthday, so he paid. I probably would have got a lot more trucks, but he paid for it. Not gonna ask him for 5 or 6 of these trucks when he's paying for it. If it was me, I probably would have bought a lot more. People, they mean well, but sometimes, and it's not to be rude, sometimes they get into the way of what your ideal and what you want to do. And they don't mean harm, but I couldn't really say anything because he bought the truck right there. It was cool, it said James on it, but they had a bunch of trailers with different names. We were looking for one that said Jamal, but they didn't have it. They only had James and Peter and all that kind of stuff. And I ain't talking about scripture, just talking about names. But man, get on YouTube, guys. I don't do nothing to get crazy where they get mad at you, but film your little railroad. show these people, people love stuff like this. I was watching SMT this morning, and people like watching him fix. I think it's amazing that he can fix that stuff. I could too if I really wanted to, but to me that's no fun. I don't like repairing stuff. I like making them, like that back there, that tanker thing. Who knows what it is, Some kind of tanker, but it looks good, Your imagination, like the house right there. Our silo, got a little milk shed next to it where you load your grain. It's a grain elevator. Got your sand pit over there. Got me a big old cup to pour it in, but I don't care. It's just for fun. But, show people what you're doing. People love seeing this stuff. Gives them ideals. Like Boomer. Excellent modeler. Love watching his stuff. But you can do that too, And Boomer, he probably don't spend a lot of money, He gets a lot of grassy stuff, and he makes his own trees, makes his own buildings, He's another one into trying to make Walters rich. A lot of that stuff he makes by his hands, like the tugboat. Where are you going to get a tugboat at? Ain't no tugboat out there that size sitting in no hobby shop, man. Boom made that. He made that with his own imagination, man. Put the tracks in and everything, so the train, he can drop off his rail cars on top. And I think that's excellent because he's a good modeler and he does it himself. SMT, he moved out of his parents' house and moved into his own house. Every year I don't know where he went. I liked it watching his videos. He's over there in, I think British Columbia or something. Or wherever that country is, where they're from, England or something. I used to watch his videos all the time because he was an excellent modeler. But then he bought a house and just disappeared. Another one was Big Al. Remember Big Al, guys? Black dude you had the ghetto railroad. But he hurt himself one day. Hurt his knee or something. Never came back. He had a little girl and a little boy and a beautiful wife. It looked like his life was doing good, and he got tore up at work, and that was it. Didn't see him anymore. Been 4 or 5 years, maybe even longer, since Al been on YouTube. Hopefully he'll come back, but if not, doesn't. Last time I seen him, he was building a huge railroad in his basement. I think he hurt himself either at work or going down the stairs or something, twisting his knee, and just didn't see him anymore after that. But he was getting older, like all of us, man. When we started, we was young men. When he first came on here, he was a young man, like we was when we was young, and he was getting older. You can see it, more mature. His work got a lot better, and hurt himself, and he disappeared. But hopefully, if Al sees this, or come on back, Al, we can use you, man. The rural community can use you. Need some more people, man. Right now, SMT is the only one that's holding it down that I see. We still got the British guys, but not that their roads are bad, but I'm not into British rail. Some of their engines I like, but I'm American, man. I'm not trying to be rude to the guys, but I try to look for American made, because then that's where I can get my ideals. But I tell you what, those British guys, man, their modeling is excellent. Look how they model their stuff, man. How realistic and how green their grass is. Their cities are well put together. That's what I liked about every art. His city was well put together. His trains ran smooth. Wasn't no jumping tracks. They just was excellent builders. Even Jenny, I don't know where she went. She might still be out there. It was cool to have a chick in the modeling, in the railroad model, or community, whatever you want to call it. It was cool to see Jenny and her, and her lady friend. They used to have the Monday, what they call it, the Monday Club or something it was called. But I used to watch her a lot because I liked her modeling. But then you change, things get different, and people fade away. I don't see Jen no more. Ken Patterson, watch him a lot too. He's a great modeler too. He does more showing models than running trains and stuff. He'll run trains at the end, but you don't see him running. He'll just say, let's go run some trains, then he's gone. Kind of aggravating, but that's cool. That's how he runs his show. He has an excellent railroad too. But, his thing is into products. That's what he likes. That's what he likes doing, showing new products, putting people on his show that create, these things right here. Someone was talking bad about using Hot Wheels for your scenery. Why not? Why not? Look at them. Why not? We made it out of scale. They look excellent on a railroad, man. Look. And those little plastic cars that they give you in those bags, and they ain't got no seats in them, and some of them don't even have floors in them. You rather put that junk on your railroad than grabbing these metal cars that look real. They look like a cop car, look like a panel van, looks like a Jeep, looks like a truck, look like a tractor. See? And you're trying to say those don't belong to your hobby? I don't know. I think people get a little bit too serious about this. But those plastic cars, you don't see none of that garbage on mine. I got those back there. That's about as far as you're gonna go. But they still look like trucks. They can still. They look a little bit out. If you look at, but it's so many of them. That's why I put them on there. Cost me $1.25 at the dollar store. That's why I got all these guys at the dollar store right here. Found these guys when I found those guys right there. Only reason why I got them because they came in a 3-pack. It came with those 2 mixers right there in that dump truck. Not the yellow, not the one in the middle, but the one on the end. It was a 3-pack for $1.25, so I bought it. Kind of frustrated me because I didn't want to put toyish type vehicles on my railroad, but it was easy. That's all they had at that time, so I bought them. And I got that dude right there, dollar store. Car carrier, carry cars. All this stuff, dollar store, man. That trailer track, I made that. Showed you a couple of days ago. Wheels are coming off, but it's just a model, man. I don't gotta take it serious. None of this stuff is gonna go with you when you go anyway. While you're a kid or a young man or even old man, enjoy yourself, man. All right, I'm all man out.